I got a visit from the Popo this morning. What a crazy story the whole thing is. A couple of people get on here, I'll tell you about it. I'm waiting to see if I hear back from the owner again. This morning she was very nasty, very rude, accused me of things that's never happened and stuff, and I made a review about her and her store. Now, since then, she's talked to one of my friends and said, oh, it's all a misunderstanding and a mistake. Well, are they going to have enough courtesy to call me and apologize to me and all? I'll change my review. If not, then my review will stand, because as far as I'm concerned, she's a liar. I've never ever been to her smoke shop in any year, but she accused me without ever even seeing me. She accused me of being there last year and harassing her employees and stuff. And out of 11 years on the road now and 36 states traveled and hundreds of cities, that's the only POS owner that has called the law on me to trespass me from their property. There's only one other place that has trespassed me from their property, and that was Walmart, and I sued them and won. She's lucky that I don't care about their smoke shop or nothing. I really don't. Now, if she wants to apologize and let me know it was a mistake and all, I'm good. I can accept the apology and all, and I'll change my review and say what a good place it is, because, you know, they corrected a mistake. But if they don't want to correct their thing, my review will stay there forever. They can take it down, and I can still put ones back up. Because if that's the way they are, they shouldn't own a smoke shop. Shouldn't own a smoke shop. She was very, very, very nasty and rude when I first called. And I only called because the one guy says, you want her number to talk to her? And I'm like, yeah. Because, see, I didn't understand nothing. I've been told for a whole week that I was invited there. I called the store myself yesterday. Hang on. And the kid said, yeah, I've heard of you. I've never met you, nothing, but my boss, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. And, I didn't really pay no much attention, but he said he'd see me tomorrow. I pull in there this morning. I walk inside, and the guy says, no, nobody can park here, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what? I even called you yesterday. What's going on? And evidently last year, somebody with a bus that kind of looks like me or something come through. I don't know. Mr. Tom was telling me about that, and that he thought that she was maybe mixing me up. And I guess once he finally contacted her today, she told him, oh, she was sorry, she made a mistake. Now, if that's true, I don't know why she hasn't called me back, because I even called her. And left a message that, hey, sorry, let me get this lens clean. I'm like, hey, mistakes happen, and if you want to apologize and call the police and tell them I'm not trespassing from your store and stuff, I'll change my review. And she hasn't even called me back, so I don't think she really cares. I'll give her the day and see what happens. It don't matter to me one way or another. I mean, if it's a mistake and she can admit her mistake, that's a good place. But if she can't, then everybody in town's right that I've talked to. They tell me to stay away from there. This is the corner I'm on right now, Broadway and Beverly, next to the Cash Loans and Bayard, right across from O'Reilly. This is Salina, Kansas. I'm approximately 140 miles from where I need to be. But I don't need to be there for another 2 more days, but yeah. Sit out here and get some attention today. Maybe we can get them signatures going. Hey, Canada, what's up? I am too old. Research Islam. Nah. How about I just get rid of you? If they think I'm too old, well, they shouldn't be on my channel then. Got rid of them. Hey, Canada, how you doing? I was just told I was too old, so I got rid of the fool. I believe in peace and love. You know, I'm not here for negativity. What I am here for? Nobody belongs in jail for weed. Nobody. They don't. And we need your help. Sign the petition for the president and Congress to release all cannabis prisoners. You know, a lot of the states, New Mexico and Arizona and all, they release their state prisoners, but nobody's done a damn thing for the federal so far as releasing them. This is my last year on the road, my final journey. Screenshot, scan that. Part of the solution, not part of the problem. Go to 420jim.com if you can't scan that. I'm in Salina, Kansas, one day only, I hope. It may end up being a little more. Hey, Mexico, what's up? It may end up being a little more because I don't have the fuel to move on to my next destination. And I'm not having any luck letting people tag it for donations today. And so far, I don't have anybody that's willing to loan me the $100 until payday, which is on the 1st. But you know what? The good Lord's going to take care of me. Watch. He always does. That's why I say everybody needs a little Jesus. That's my legal name right there. That's how you spell it. Fourtwentyjim. The officer on the picture here for the video, yeah, that's the officer that come by this morning. If you watch the video, it's on Facebook. This is a petition you need to sign. You want to find my Facebook, there you go. Just look up my name, 420 Jim. And the officer smiled when he read my driver's license, because I wasn't going to give it to him. And normally I don't. Normally I won't give a cop my license unless I absolutely have to. And he didn't even pull me. If you watch the video, he comes out and I'm like, dude, you didn't even pull me over. And I'm like, what, why are you talking to me or anything? He says, because I can't. Oh, I asked him why he run my license plate. He got out of his car, didn't have his emergency lights on or nothing, and he's running my license plate. That's illegal. He didn't pull me over. That is illegal. If you want to stand up for your rights, by the way. It wasn't a traffic stop. He had no right to run my plate or nothing. Anything that would have come up from that, I could have got beat in a court of law. But he ended up being a cool cop. Hang on. So, you know, I said, why are you running my license plate? His answer was, because I can. Hang on, I got to answer a message. In the morning, first thing. Oop, never mind. One of my friends messaged me. I had to answer them. They live close to here. Like to see them before I take off. But anyhow, when the cop I took that as a smart ass answer. I asked a legitimate question. Why are you running my license plate? You didn't pull me over. Because I can. Okay, can you call me a sergeant? And he's like, yeah, but let me, you know, and then he turned like an officer should, you know. He did say he'd call me a sergeant, but he said, can I explain something first? You know, you didn't want him. I'm like, yeah, the idiots across the street said they was going to call the cops on me, but I'm not in their parking lot or nothing. You never seen me in their parking lot. Well, I want to trust, you know, you don't, dude, trust me, I don't never want to go over that store again anyway. And he says, can I have your ID? And I said, if I did something wrong. And have I done anything wrong? And he said that he would was wanting to give me a trespass warning and such. And I'm like, yeah, if you give me a trespass warning and whatnot, I can get a copy of that report, yeah. Because last time I was trespassed for no reason, I ended up suing the place, and that was Walmart, and I won. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to go sue this place or nothing. It ain't worth my time. It ain't worth my time. They can't even apologize because it was all a mistake. They thought I was someone else. How the hell can you mistake me or my vehicle for someone else that was there last year? It damn sure weren't me. But we'll see. The day's still young. Maybe the owner will do the right thing and contact me, and I'll put on the review and all that everything was a big mistake. And they apologize. But unless she does, my opinion's going to stand. She's nothing but a liar, and I wouldn't have anybody shop at that store. You know, so it is what it is, and we'll see how it goes. Let me give a thumbs up on this. So that was the start of my day. And so the officer, of course, I give him my ID. I didn't have to, you know. And I said, yeah, if you want to trespass me and I should get a copy of that and everything, you know, yeah, you know, I'll more than happily give it to you. I said, you're going to love my name. And watch the video. I tell him 3 different times, and 3 different times he gets it wrong. That right there is my name. Driver's license, they put your last name on top. But every time someone sees the word Jim, they want to put that first. Jim is my last name. 3 times he called it in as in my first, and 3 times I tried to correct him. That's not my right name. Finally, he says it don't matter. My legal name is 420 Jim. F-O-U-R is my first name. Jim is my last. And that's why I showed the cops my ID. I love my name. I love the, and you watch him. you see him grinning on, you know, that's what we call it. You see him grinning, and I even make a comment. I said, okay, this is going to be a cool officer. Look, he's even smiling. And when the other officer come, he told him, yeah, this is 420 Jim. So it ended up, I say, overall, good cop, attaboy. At first, I thought it was going to be bad cop, no donut. But he turned it out, you know, he was doing his job. They wanted me off the property, but I was already off the property. So technically, yeah. Now, and they're not supposed to chase you down to trespass you from something. Once you're on that property, I'm not on that property. I was parked. I had legally parked across the street. So, it is what it is. What's up, big stank? Some smoke shop tried to cause a big stank earlier today, but it didn't work out for her. It didn't work out for her very well at all. Right on. Well, I can't smoke anything but hemp flower, the Delta products. I've got a little bit of Delta, but that's all I can smoke in Kansas. But that's good enough, you know. It's the same thing. They just took a terpene out or something like that, but it's still cannabis. Kind of tastes just a little different, but you know, it's still all right. Is this the spot that I'm going to? No. I was supposed to stop at a smoke shop today in Salina, 140 miles from my destination for the 420 event. That's in Topeka. Less than 150 miles away. I was supposed to stop here. There was a smoke shop that supposedly invited me and everything. I even talked to them yesterday. And they said that they would see me today. But I wasn't there. I went inside, introduced myself, and the guy said, no, you can't be here. And I'm like, what? And yeah, that's what the owner says. And I'm like, wow, I'm all confused. And I go outside for a minute. You know, I told him, I said, well, you know, I got to have a few minutes to charge my batteries. I wanted to be able to use my phone and stuff. And I go back outside, and then I go back in, and I'm like, hey, you said that I could call her. Do you have that number? And he's like, yeah, here. He gave me the number, and I went to call her, and man, she just chewed me out. Chewed me out. 3 people's told you can't be there, and this, that, and that. I wasn't arguing with her. I didn't know what the hell she was talking about. But supposedly she told 3 different people or whatever, I would this, that, the other, and I raised a bunch of hell with her employees last year, and this, that. I wasn't even in the state last year. And I'm bewildered, you know, like, what the hell's going on? And I've never been to this smoke shop before. How the hell I could harass any employee, or, I mean, I've never, ever freaking been there. But here's the owner accusing me of being there last year and raising a ruckus and treating her employees bad and this, that, and the other. Maybe they smoke a little too much kratom there or something. I don't know. But definitely wasn't me. That's why my Google review will stand until I get an apology back from them, because that's just downright wrong. You know, if they can be good enough to apologize and, hey, we mistook you for someone else, I'm a good person. I can forgive and forget and change my review. But if they ain't good enough to do that, then I could care less if their doors fold tomorrow. Well, I heard through the grapevine that they're taking half of the building and making it a smoking den for kratom or something like that. Hey, Learning Academy, hi. Yeah. I don't know. Something's very, 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 very wrong, because, you know, to accuse me of being there and treating any of their employees bad and stuff, that's just wrong. All puppies they're all doing great, man. Thanks for asking. Here, take a look. They all doing good. You know, I lost one the other day. Found them under my couch. That's why I put wood up instead of that piece of cardboard. They can't take the wood down now. Hey, how you doing? Kumar, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah. And here's Mama. Here's Mama. Here's your Mama. Say, shy Mama. She said, leave me alone. She said, leave me alone. I've been feeding my babies. She's so good. Oh, Kamara, what the beard is this? This is 420 Jim. How you like me now? This is 420 Jim. How do you like me now? Let me show you something too. It's really cool when I tell you that my name's 420 Jim. You know what's cooler than telling someone that that's your name? Whoa. Sorry about that. Tripped over a wire. You know what's cool about telling someone that's your name? Being able to legally prove it. First name 4. Let me wipe that camera. First name is 4. Middle name is 20. Last name is Jim. That is my legal name. 420 Jim. But that's not the cool part. How you doing, brother?
What up, handsome?
Same old shit, different day?
I brought you some of our famous cozy burgers, man.
Oh my God, you're so great. You're so great. You're so
Brought you a 20.
Oh my gosh, pick a shirt that I can autograph and date for you.
I just seen you in Oklahoma City the other day. Remember? I just signed the back.
Oh, Robert, that was you. Okay. Take another shirt if you like.
You got a marker, your big marker? I'll sign your bus again.
There you again.
I'll sign it on the other side, man.
I came here because I was invited by a smoke shop. And then they changed her mind when I got here this morning.
I seen your post about her.
I couldn't believe that crap. And all I would ask is she call me back and apologize. I'll change the review and all. Ooh, big marker. Ah, I found one.
There you go. Right on.
I hide them because I let very few people use them.
I'm gonna sign your other side.
Yes, sir. Be careful out in traffic. Okay, getting back to what I was saying. 420 dim in the Kennebago. What I do with the Kennebago is I travel the United States fighting to get our cannabis prisoners out of jail. Nobody belongs in jail for weed, my friend. Nobody. And instead of staying at home and doing nothing about it for 11 years now, I've got a mobile billboard. When Obama was in office, I tried. When Trump was in office, I tried. When Biden was in office, I tried. Now Trump's back. Screenshot, sign that petition. Yeah, big stank. Yeah, I met him in another town just a couple weeks ago. He's the one that signed it down here. Where was it I met you, Robert?
Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm from here. This
Yeah.
is where I live.
Right. Yeah, he first met me in Oklahoma City. And then when he see me coming here to this town, what's the odds of that, you know? Man, I really appreciate you.
Be careful around here, man.
Yeah, I'm here for one day. I do have a couple friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on.
Hey, and pass on a little Jesus, my friend.
Be safe.
Thank you, sir. Yoo-hoo. Isn't that cool? Cozy In-N-Out hamburger. Oh, I can't wait to try it. And that get me $20 towards my goal. I only need 80 more bucks, and I'll make it to my destination and have gas for the weekend for my generator. See, I said the good Lord provides. I'm not worried about it. I put a shout out hoping someone would loan me $100 because I get paid on the 1st. But, you know, a lot of people don't have funds to do it, or they would. I'm sure they would. But a lot of people don't have the funds right now, so the good Lord's going to provide one way or another. Whew. Right on. See, I wouldn't have even been parked here. But he seen my Facebook post, so he probably would have came wherever I was. But that is so cool. That is so cool. And this bag's heavy for a hamburger. Oh, there's a bunch of them. Ah, look at that. Look at that. Oh. I have to give Lila one of these. I'm sure he don't mind if I give the mama dog a little mini burger. Those look like, we used to call them rat burgers. They were square, White Castle. This looks like a spin-off of White Castle. Oh, she's already licking her lips. You want this? Come here. Come here. Come get it. Come get it. Oh, yeah. Oh, did you even chew that? Did you even chew that? Just good girl. Yeah, you got 2 more pieces coming. Well, yeah, I should make it smaller pieces because you like, that's all. That's all, baby girl. You'd eat all 6 of us. How you doing?
Hey. What's up, man?
Same old shit, different day.
Yeah?
Yep.
Doing it like this, huh?
Huh?
You said you do it like this. Huh?
I tried to.
Let me sign that petition.
You just point your phone right at that QR there.
Fucking awesome.
Thank you. It's online because mine's federal. I've come through here a couple of years. The federal petition. We want all cannabis prisoners under federal and state law. I don't think just the state. I think federal.
I did 34 months in prison for a gram of weed.
Oh man.
State.
Yeah. You know, that's a shame. I come to Kansas every year. That one flag is Fired Up Kansas. You're the ones that are fighting for you here in Kansas. That last flag. They're really good friends of mine. It's called Fired Up Kansas.
What do I do with this?
You should just put your camera at it, and get it to focus in, and then it'll bring up a little link.
Yeah, I just seen it said sign a petition. Nobody deserves to go to prison for weed.
Absolutely, and it's asking for federal legalization and all, see? And, oh, hang on. Oh, no. No, you got it. You got the other one. Yeah, you want this one. I mean, the other one's okay, but you want this one. It picked up the elder abuse one. I'm not really pushing that elder abuse one because I'm waiting for the FBI to do something about the people that are actually doing the abusing. You should be able to just put your camera in like that to it. And in the center, a link should show up, I think.
How did it first,
When you put your camera on,
well,
try and move forward. 420-JIM. Just go to Google and put in 420-JIM.
It's gonna be the same one. There it is.
I knew I was getting close to 200. Good. Oh, yeah, she's a great mama dog, Big Stank. Great mama dog. At the end, it's going to ask you if you want to chip in, scroll up, and put no things I'd rather share. Sendandchange.org don't help me. Don't do anything that I know of.
Yeah, I'll definitely sign it. So, how does it work?
Well,
what are you guys doing exactly?
Well, you get enough signatures. I'm going all the way to D.C. Once I get 10,000 signatures, I'll pull permits to do a march up there when I get there.
So it's not Kansas, it's just federal.
Yeah, mine is federal. If you look me up on the internet, I'm going to sit y'all down for a second. You look me up on the internet, July 8th, 2019, my name became 420 Jim.
Jim 420?
420 Jim. They put your last name on top.
420
Time to get stoned, Jim. You should have seen the cop this morning laugh. When he, I came here, a smoke shop invited me. Then they thought I was someone else and trespassed me. And when the cops came, I handed my name, and he thought it was cool. But yeah, nobody belongs in jail for weed. You look me up on Google, you'll see hundreds of stories. And that's pretty much it.
Not when it's legal everywhere else, at least if it was like the whole time.
Well, God makes cannabis, man makes everything else.
Yeah.
Except mushrooms. And if man was to interfere with it, it can become a drug then. Aspirin can kill us. Caffeine can kill us. Alcohol can kill us. Cannabis can't kill no one. So there's a difference between when man makes it and then when God makes it. Oh,
God makes it. It grows by the man's.
Yep. And you know what I tell everybody? I'd like to give them something. I like to give them a little Jesus. Because we all need a little Jesus.
Yeah. You get on my thing. Put that on there with the little rabbits.
There you go, my brother.
Thanks, 420.
Hey, you're very welcome, my brother. Thank you for signing the petition.
Yeah, I'll sign it here in a little bit.
Yep. You have a wonderful, great day. I'm headed to a 420 event at Truck Hinge in Topeka.
Ooh.
We're having a big
shows out there.
Well, Tom's having a big event. It's the 18th and 19th. Yeah, he's throwing on a big spiritual event there. It's going to be off the hook. And then I'm going out to Florida to D.C. and then back to Arizona.
You drive this?
Yeah.
Nice.
A couple years ago, I took her from California to Starks, Maine. So, yeah.
I'll check it, man.
Thank you, my brother.
God bless.
Thank you. You have a great day. And see, for those that wonder, this is exactly what I do. You know, nothing more, nothing less. I need people to sign them petitions. Smash burgers. Yeah, those are cool. It was good. Oh, you never seen the Jesus figurines? They're just little, that's what they call them online. You know, I order them as little Jesus figurines. I mean, Jesus ain't some white man. A lot of people say I look like Jesus stuff. I mean, you know, that's all crazy. And who cares what he looks like? You know, that's where all that color and this, that, the other. No. You know, but I'm sure he wasn't some white boy. But then again, who knows? But, you know, a lot of people relate to Jesus when they see this. That's what it's about. Just like how I made the decal, you know, that decal. Everybody relates that decal to look like Jesus. Right? So, just like I use the crosses, and I'm glad I do because now I get to talk to people about God. I can talk to them about how he saved me and everything about me, and how marijuana was in the anointing oil, you know. I can't wait to go talk with my brother. He's a Baptist preacher in Tampa, outside of Tampa, Florida. I can't wait to have good conversations with him. Yeah, Cannebago. Huh. Someone sent me a story I got to check out in a little while. What did I do? Call it the cannabis? It used to be named the cannabis at one time. When I did the new paint job a couple months ago, I figured new paint job, new name, new president, new mission, new everything. So I redid everything. The name, the paint job. It's a new mission because now there's Trump and a different Congress and all. That's why, you know, I have some people say, oh, well, you've been doing it 10 years and you ain't done nothing. No, I've been doing it a little longer than that. And every time a new president goes in, you got to do a reset. Now, if I had all the signatures from back when I first started it, through Obama and all, shit, we're going to have a couple 100,000 signatures probably. But every time they change, you know, president, Congress, whatever, you've got to write a different petition because it's not addressed to that Congress and that president. People say, well, I don't want to sign the petition because I don't like Trump. Trump don't have nothing to do with it except he's the pilot. That's the one we have to ask. And I tell people, you know, hey, you don't think Trump would do it? No. Well, sign the petition where it says remarks, put in there. I'm signing it to call him out that I don't think he will do it. I'm adding my name to make sure it's there. Hey, and if you don't do it, I'll come back and apologize to everybody. But I think if we give him the numbers, he'd do it. So here's a voice for the people that don't like Trump. Sign that petition and put it in the reasons why. You know, it's another platform where people can, you know, say what they want to say about it. And of course, all you that believe in Trump and support Trump, y'all need to be on it because you know he'll do it, right? Me, I'm in the middle. Left and right to me is the same damn thing. So I stay in the middle. I've got to. I have to. I have people hate me if I have an opinion of my own. So I keep my opinion and nobody belongs in jail for weed. If you believe in that too, there's two different ways you can do this. You can scan that, screenshot it, scan it. If you don't have that opportunity, just type in 420gem or go to 420gem.com. Either one will bring up a button that says petition. Please sign the petition. Nobody belongs in jail for weed, man. This is my last year trying to get all y'all people to sign it. trust me, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. The problem is nobody taking the time to tell Congress and Trump what we want. If you was president and nobody was telling you to change anything, would you? No. But if you have 100,000 people telling you to change something, then you're going to start paying attention, right? Oh, yeah. Give me another shot of that QR there, the most important one. There's my flag. It's celebrating the military, the police, the fire department, the nurses, the paramedics, all of them. Pretty cool. No, I don't have nothing wrong on the QR. What it is, my Facebook and my YouTube ones. I underneath where it says scan for Facebook or scan for YouTube, they're good, but I put Facebook where YouTube was supposed to be and YouTube where Facebook was supposed to be. And right now, I just tell people about it, you know. When I get the sign machine out again and you know, make a couple of things that say Facebook, YouTube, I will change it back. But thank you. There ain't nobody bitching. There ain't nobody bitching that I know, but thank you, my friend. Thank you. Yeah, if everybody just signed the petition, we can get her done. We can get her done. Yeah, we need that. When you say quit bitching, I'm sure about, you know, the president said, nothing's going to change as long as they want to keep everybody stirred up. You know, as long as we believe in color and race and all that crap, they're going to stir the pot. You know, I came in this world naked and nothing. I bet you did too, every one of you. I bet if we was to cut our hand right now, we'd all bleed the same color. And I guarantee you, we're all going to leave this world the same way, naked and nothing. There's nothing different about any one of us on this entire planet, except egos and stuff, you know? That's all. Ain't that right, Lulu? The people that want to control and the people, unfortunately, that get controlled. It's a sad, sad, sad world. But here's the thing. I'm just doing the best I can to get through this world because I want my rewards in the next life. This life, 3/4 way over for me, maybe even more. So I'm not worried about this life. I cleaned up my act. I quit doing cocaine 20 years ago. Won't touch it unless you give me a dump truck full. I might be tempted. But it has to be a full load. Gave up cigarettes, gave up alcohol. Tried to give up all bad things. You know, hurting people, doing people wrong, any of that. Lying to people, any of that. Now I'm working for my next life. Because this one's almost gone. You know, I look back, my brother's a year older than me, and heck, he's already went through a heart surgery and stuff. Oh, absolutely, Big Steak, absolutely, yeah. When they say that you're going to own nothing by 2030 and like it, that tells me that's when they're going to implement the mark of the beast. By that time. Because by 2030, what I read into it, you're either going to take their mark and come into their smart cities and join society, or you're going to be in the outground, outside of the smart cities, and then you're going to be fair game and hunted down. That's just my opinion. Coming from an old stoner. And I bet you 80% of the ones that are outside the burying land and don't take that mark and has to live through the tribulation is going to be really, 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 really hard on them, because that's when they're going to be hunting down the Christians and stuff and taking them to the gallows. A lot of people don't know, but you can do a little research. One has to wonder why President Obama ordered 200 guillotines. Yes, the United States, when Obama was in office, ordered 200 guillotines. This is all around the same time all them plastic caskets started showing up around the United States. But that's okay. People won't pay attention. They think all that stuff's conspiracy theory, and they're going to get caught blind. Liver and onions? Hey. I don't know if I've ever ate liver. I really don't know if I've had liver. I really don't. I hear beef liver is one of the best things you can eat. I don't know if I've ever ate liver. Maybe as a child or something. Oh, thank you, Biggs. Thank you. Right on, Learn Academy. Hey, for those that don't know, my name is 420 Jim, and that's my legal name. The judge changed it years ago, back in 2019, so it's not new to me. The reason I'm in this get-up, I'm here trying to get people in Salina, Kansas to sign the petition. I brought the Kennebago here, which is a 30-foot mobile billboard. And this is it, folks. This is my last year traveling, trying to get y'all to sign a petition. This is the last president, last year, last anything. I'm 66. And this is it for me. I did come back after my eye surgery. I took a year off, because I felt like I didn't get to end what I was trying to do. And this year, with your help, I'd like to end what I'm trying to do. And I ask and plead that each and every person that sees this, you go to 420jim.com, or just put 420 Jim on Google. The word petition is going to pop up. Click on the petition. Now, if you're using your mobile phone, you got to open the menu, and you will see the petition. Or just go to Google and say 420 Jim petition. It will pop right up. Click on that button, please. It asks you 3 simple questions. It wants a name, an address, and an email. You don't have to prove nothing. Now, we'll try and bum a couple dollars. That's up to you. The money don't go to the mission. It don't go to me or nothing. It goes to change.org, the petition platform. If you want to support them, fine, far out. But I want to let you know that I would rather you share it. Right underneath them at trying to bum money, it says no thanks, I'd rather share. I would rather know that you signed it and you shared it, then that way I know it got shared. You know what I mean? But people all the time tell me, well, I support you, and no, you didn't support me, you supported the change.org. This whole thing is run off of my retirement, $1,000 a month, and free will donations from people I either get here online, or they come and I let them tag the Cannebago. What I mean by tagging the Cannebago, this is the mobile billboard I was telling you about. Now, when I had my eye surgery, I got off the road for a year, and like a dummy, I wanted to know what I could do with one eye, and I repainted it. The whole body used to look like this. It had 30,000 or more signatures on it, which this is how I get money to travel beside my retirement. Like, the gentleman brought me a burger today. Hey, tag the motorhome. They bring you 50 cents, a quarter, a hug. Any donation, I let him take a marker and tag it. But I went ahead and repainted her this year. Now, if you want to find me on YouTube, you can scan this one. Forget where it says Facebook. I mixed them up. This one is Facebook. This one is YouTube. So if you want to find me on Facebook, friend of mine, Sean, he comes on here every once in a while. He sent me $20 and I put that cross up there for him. That's one of my favorite crosses there. Can't we all just get a bong? This is the one you need a screenshot and scan. Send to everybody you know, please. Or, like I say, 420gym.com. Cannabis heals. Alcohol kills. Not bad for a mobile billboard, huh? I need to get a bunch more tags on this side. But see, this is out in the street, so don't get tagged up as bad on this side. But there's that petition again. I'm gonna go over here and let you see the flags flying out. My newest one is the one that's thanking the military, the police, the firefighters, nurses, paramedics, dispatchers, and correction officers. Just a little shout out to a lot of the services that don't get thanked. And a great Kansas. My thing, when I go outside, I can't see the comments. My phone like goes black on comments. So, oh, nobody made none. Cool. Yeah, well, yeah. They all right. They've lasted quite a while. They've lasted quite a while. Hey, how you doing, Casements? Howdy. Woo. Yeah, well, everything's going as good as it can right now. I mean, most of these towns and cities and stuff I've come to many a year. You know, maybe not every year, but this isn't the first time I've been to Salina. I'm sorry I didn't make it to Emporia. I may try and make Emporia after Truck Hinge. No promises, but I do like Emporia. I should have went to Emporia. Okay, Spitz, I'm doing just fine. I said hi to you. You might not have heard me, but I said, hey, I'm doing just fine. Had a little excitement with law enforcement this morning, and I forgot and went live on Facebook instead of YouTube. Sorry about that. But if you go over to my Facebook page, look up 420 Jim, FOURTWNTYJIM, and you can see it. You can see the police stop. And it wasn't really a stop. I was parked. I had pulled up and parked. I seen the cop come by the smoke shop. Talk about that for a minute. Talk about what? Talk about the cop or the smoke shop? What do you mean? That's the title. The cop. Oh, the stop. Yeah, the title. What shows up to this video should be a police car. And a cop, just as he got out of his car. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm in Salina, Kansas. And I talked to a kid yesterday at this smoke shop. And they knew I was coming. And supposedly I was invited. Okay? Me and my friend both were told this. I show up this morning and I go inside to meet the employee, you know, because I've never been there ever before in my life. Never met one of them. Never knew the building. I've never been there. I've been to Salina. I've been to this town many times, but never that smoke shop. So I go in to introduce myself, and the guy says, "Oh yeah, about that. The owner said nobody's allowed to hang out." And I'm like, "What? I'm doing a petition. I'm not really." Yeah. And I'm like, really? You know, I even called Jen. She said, yeah. Well, you want to call her? And I'm like, no, you know, if I'm not welcome here, you know, I'm going to charge my phone batteries a few minutes and stuff, you know, because I want to be able to make some calls and stuff. And he's like, yeah. So I go back out to RV for a minute, and I just put my phone on charge and whatnot, and I go back in, and about 5 minutes. And I'm like, hey, can I get that lady's number and ask her what's going on, you know? Because I was trying to find out from Tom what was going on, but he hadn't got back to me yet. And I called this lady, and she chewed me out. She wasn't nice from the very beginning. She told me how I was at her shop last year, and I treated her employees rude and did all kinds of stuff. You know, I wasn't even allowed to say, hey, that ain't me or nothing. You get off my lot. You take your vehicle off here. Now I'm calling the cops. I said, ma'am, I'm in the vehicle moving right now. You know, you ain't got to call no cops on me or nothing. I mean, she was just a real B word. Real B word. That's why I say, all she's got to do is call and tell me, like she told my friend, that it was a mistake at someone else. I'll forgive her. I've changed my review and all. But unless she can call and apologize and call the cops and tell them that I'm not trespassed from there, I'm going to leave the Google review up, and I'm going to stand to my word that nobody should ever go to that smoke shop. I mean, it's one thing to make a mistake, but another that you won't even try and correct it or apologize. You know what I mean? I didn't deserve any of that. Hang on. Oh, they did more than treat me wrong. It's just a head shop. See, they don't have legal weed in Kansas. That one calls itself the first dispensary, but everything's hemp product. So anyhow, I'm all bewildered. But I knew one thing: I wanted to move my RV. I didn't want to be in our parking lot, you know. So I look right across the street. There's parking on the street. Just right across the street on the street was parking. I'm like, okay, what's this? So I pull down the street, 1 block across the street, and get 1 block down and turn around. As I'm coming back up to pull over to that parking space, I see the cops come by the smoke shop. And I'm like, damn, I bet she did call him. And I had the phone ready to go live, but I went on Facebook instead of YouTube. Because I normally do that. If you go to my Facebook, you can watch everything. So I go ahead, I do just like I'm going to do. I park. I don't care. That cop comes straight across, past me. The cop drove, past me as I was parking. Then he flips a U-turn, and he comes up and pulls, not behind me, but, in the road behind me, just like a stop. But it wasn't a stop. He didn't have his lights on. For that to be a traffic stop, they must activate their light bar. See, there's a lot of stuff in the law, that they think you're stupid on. Hang on, let me catch up on these. Yeah, they did. I don't know if she worked with the police. Yeah, absolutely, the green paper and all. Well, so I know I hadn't done nothing wrong. I know he hasn't even got me pulled over. I come out of my vehicle, I got the camera on, like I say, go over to my Facebook, you can watch it. And he comes out of the car, and he says, I gotta think for a minute what he said. Oh, he got out of his car and he gets on his radio. Hang on. No, they have to activate their light bar to stop you. To legally make a stop, they have to hit their light bar. Okay? Now, he can stop and check me out and stuff like that, but he didn't stop me for traffic. My problem was he gets out of the car and starts running my license plate. Go look at the video. Go look at the video. I asked him, I said, why are you running my license plate when you did not do a traffic stop? You know what his exact words was? He grabs his vest and says, because I can. And I said, well, you can call me a sergeant, can't you? And then he says, well, yes, I can. And his attitude changes from that point on. And you can see it, I think at that point, he knows I know the law and shit. He didn't get me on no traffic stop. Well, they can do anything they want. It don't make it legal. So anyhow, when he got out and started running my plate right off the bat, I took that wrong. Why are you running my license plate? You didn't stop me. This ain't a legal traffic stop. You don't have no right to run my license plate. And that's when I said, you can call me a sergeant, because I didn't want to deal with, an asshole cop. I thought he was going to be the bad cop, no donut. But after I asked for the sergeant, he turned around and he's like, well, yeah, I can call a sergeant, but do you know what I'm stopping you for? Or what I'm contacting you for? Not stopping, what I'm contacting you for. And I said, yeah, them idiots across the street at the smoke shop. I'm like, I was invited here. I get here and they throw me out the parking lot, calling the police and stuff. And I said, you didn't see me in that parking lot. And of course, he goes, no. And I'm like, he said, well, you got an ID. And I'm like, I don't show my ID. And he said, well, I want to they don't want you over there. And I want to give you a criminal trespass. So, anyhow, I'm reading the message and I got another man who throws me off. He says, they don't want you to come on their property, this, that, and the other. I said, dude, you ain't got to worry about that. I'm not going on it. But look, I'm going to give you my ID because I want a copy of this no trespass and whatnot. Because the last time I was trespassed from a property, I made $2,500 plus court costs. I sued Walmart. Now, I'm not going to sue these people here. But they can't just do things like that to you. So anyhow, getting back to it. Well, come to find out, last year there was someone else in a school bus that may have looked like me or something going around, and that's who they're talking about. Not a damn thing to do with me. So anyhow, back to the police. I hand him my ID. And you really need to watch the video, man. He grins. He calls it in 3 times. 3 times he calls it in wrong. My legal name is 420 Jim. He kept trying to say my first name was Jim. But then he's grinning. So he was grinning, with my name. And when the second cop come, he's like, man, his name's 420 Jim. But the cop ended up, he was doing his job. They didn't ask about, anything. They didn't try and violate my rights or anything like that. The cops ended up being good cops, attaboy. No problem with the officers. They were doing their job. They had to give me the trespass warning. So everything goes back on the owner of that store. Now, she could do the right thing and call me. She told my friend it was all a mistake and all. Well, that's not telling me. The one you chewed out and everything on the phone. So I'm waiting. And if they don't want to call and apologize or nothing, well, I keep my review and my everything there. Right now, they lied on me and they called the police on me. Out of all my travels, that's never happened. So they ought to feel mighty proud about themselves, especially if they won't apologize, and that's all I ask. Oh yeah, the officers is all right. Give me one second. I see this. Give me one second. But hey, everything is great. I had a guy come by that I met in Oklahoma City. He seen my post. He come by, made a $20 donation. I gave him a shirt. He brought me some burgers. So everything's great and gorgeous. I make up another $80. I'll be set for the weekend event. Oh, I've got this Delta 9 stuff that I get down here at the smoke shop, where I just came from, Wichita. Yeah, it's just hemp flower out of Wichita. It's the Delta 9. It'll get you a buzz, but you can't smoke too much of it. If I smoke too much of it, it'll give me a headache. Oh, hey, thank you. It's okay. Everything happens for a reason. I wished I'd thought to hand them cops a little Jesus. I didn't. I got to work on that. I should have handed them both a little Jesus, but I was so about that head shop that I forgot, All right, on. Ohio, yeah. I come to Ohio a lot. Hey, Right On Learn Academy, much love. Thanks for joining in, people. Make sure y'all sign that petition. This is not about me. Share it with all your groups, your friends, and everyone. We've almost got 200 signatures. It's building. That first 1,000 are the very, very most important people. Plus, I know y'all want to get it up so someone can say that they was number 420. So get people to sign, get people to sign, get people to sign. And eventually somebody can be able to claim, hey, I was number 420. Well, what they do is they remove a terpene or something. I mean, it's all cannabis. And it's their THC rating and stuff, it's all scam, man. It's until they apply heat, it's not THC. It's THCA. One has to apply heat. No, they don't remove THC into Delta-9. They change one of the terpenes. And Delta-9 is run as THCA. Delta-9, they get away with it by calling it THCA. Because no heat has been applied to it. Now, once you vape it, or once you smoke it, you've applied heat, turning it into THC. It's a scam. It's a scam. It's all scam. Well, the Delta 8's probably made with a low hemp flower. Yeah. But that's how the Delta products are. No. You're wrong. Every bit of cannabis is THCA until heat is applied. Every cannabis, no matter if it's in a vape pen, no matter if it's in a bud, it's got a force field around it, and it has to be heated up to 220 degrees for 20 minutes. Otherwise, you could overcook it, you could undercook it. Yes. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, everything is THCA until heat is applied. Absolutely. You're right. Absolutely. That's why when they say that you're guilty of having THC, bullshit. Bullshit. Maybe I'm going to take that plant and grow it. Maybe I would eat that plant. They assume I'm going to light it up in little fires and smoke it, turning it into THC, and then I could be in trouble with the law, in illegal states. But see, that they've arrested people all these years for something that's not true. It's never been THC. It's been THCA. Oh, seeds give you a headache. Woo! I remember smoking seeds as a kid, my friend. Yeah, that shit give you a headache. Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you get the 0.3 hemp flower Delta products, it's trash. Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree with you. It's bad enough to have just 0.3 flower, but to have a 0.3 Delta product, oh, yeah. Terrible. The Delta 8, what? Yeah, terrible. I couldn't even do that. These Delta 9s they sell here in Kansas, if I smoke too much of it, I get a headache. Now, regular cannabis, I can smoke 3, 4, 5 joints in a day, nothing, so far as a headache. I smoke a couple of joints of the Delta product, or eat a couple of the edibles or something. Yeah, it gives me a headache, just like seeds did. There you go. Yeah. It should be. It should have never been taken away from no one, nowhere, no how, no way. George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Abe Lincoln, our founding fathers had marijuana. And they saw it as good and great until William Randolph Hearst came along and named the hemp part marijuana. Everybody was fine with it. And he started, you know what Trump calls fake news? Well, he's fake for calling it fake news. It's called yellow journalism. That's the only real problem I have with Mr. Trump. Call it what it is. Yellow journalism. But see, that will remind everybody back to the cannabis days when William Randolph Hearst adopted the name marijuana and put it on cannabis. Because they wouldn't outlaw the hemp when he tried, so he come up with this new word, marijuana. And he says that filthy Mexicans brought it, give it to the blacks, they're smoking it and raping our white women. Reefer Madness was born. That's called yellow journalism, putting it all over these newspapers and stuff. Yeah. See, everything back to the word can be proven a lie. I remember my pot back in the day was a hell of a lot better than this stuff we smoke nowadays. A lot of these dispensaries went just for profit. There's a bunch of chemicals, garbage, and bullshit. A lot of them. Chemicals, garbage, and bullshit. But my question, here's what I wonder. What I wonder, if the filthy Mexicans brought marijuana and gave it to the blacks, and they were smoking, who gave it to Thomas Jefferson, George Washington, and Abraham Lincoln? The fucking aliens? What do you mean? Because George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Abe Lincoln, long before this idiot William Randolph Hearst, had marijuana. Although back then it was called sweet hemp. They had the regular hemp and they had the sweet hemp. And you know how you can prove this to yourself? Go to Google and say, Google, what was Abraham Lincoln's favorite 2 things to do on his front porch? I've done this to a cop. He said, you're going to tell me smoking marijuana? I said, no, Google will. And he went and got his phone. This is all on the video. And he asked Google, what was Abraham Lincoln's 2 favorite things to do on his front porch? And it said playing his harmonica and smoking his pipe full of sweet hemp. Everything's a lie. Now, all cannabis has THC. Hemp is 0.3 or less. Very, 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 very little chance to get you started. We used to call them the male plants, and we used to pull them as soon as they was grown. Back in the day, you only had male and female. You didn't have sweet, this, that, and the other, growing up. And you didn't want the male to make the female full of seeds. He was trying to get cents of millions, so they used to pull all the males. But all cannabis has THC. Every bit of cannabis, THCA, excuse me, THCA. Every plant has THCA. Yeah, only the female, the good, yeah, your hemp plant, it's got so little THC that you can smoke it all day, like you say, but that's your 0.3 and less. But female buds, the one you want to smoke and stuff, that ain't going to be on a hemp plant. But the reason we can't have it is not because people smoke it. Hell, Alcohol's 100 times worse than we let people drink. Caffeine, aspirin, Tylenol, any of that stuff will kill you. Cannabis ain't killed no one. No matter how much they lie to you, cannabis ain't killed no one. If you look in the Hebrew Bible, which outdates the King James by far, you will find out that it was in the anointing oil. Absolutely. Look up the same verse, Exodus 30:29, but look it up in the Hebrew Bible. But please sign this petition, because no one belongs in jail for weed. You can sign it at 420gym.com also. If you happen to be near Salina, Ohio today, I'll only be here one day only. Come by and say, hey. How'd I get blue? You got some blue paint there. I haven't painted nothing blue. I wonder where that come from. Anybody near Salina, Kansas, hey, stop on by. Anybody want to chip in $1 or $2 for fuel? I could sure use it. There's Facebook. Flying the Kansas flag for weed. My friends are the cannabis advocates here in Kansas, from Fired Up, Kansas. But I'm at Beverly and Broadway. One day only. Come on by. I may be in town tomorrow, but I won't be at the same spot if that ends up being. Hopefully, if nothing else, if I don't make up enough in donations, that I can get someone to loan me a couple bucks and get moved on, because I'd like to get moved on over into Topeka, where the event's going to be Friday and Saturday. Oh yeah, it's a mobile billboard going across America. Yeah. Yeah, this is not my first time either. I took this coast to coast a couple of years ago, pretty much. I went from California to Arizona, and then I took off, or to Texas, and then I took off from Texas to Starks, Maine. So pretty much coast to coast. Topeka, Kansas. I'll be in Topeka, Kansas, 18th, 19th, and 20th. I'll probably be in Topeka, Kansas until the 1st of the month, really. That's when I get my retirement, and I'll be able to, right now I owe $150. I'm hoping someone will loan me another 100, and then that'd be $250. But see, I get $1,000 retirement a month. So yeah. If I get somebody to loan me another 100, then I'll have $750 to continue on. Oh, my generator's getting ready to run out of gas. Let me go shut it down. I don't like it when they diesel like that. I want to get up there and shut her down. I have to go down to find where the gas station is, go down and Now that guy gave me the $20 donation, I can go get generator gas here in a little bit. At least I have generator gas for tonight. Or today, you know, evening, whatever. Ah! You're Tommy. Right on. Move, little one. Well, I'm going to have to get out of here shortly. I don't want to burn up my phone battery and everything in case I need it, you know. Because I have no way to charge it if I don't have my generator. Cool. What did I do with that? Oh, shucks. I don't find what I did with the $20 that guy gave me. It's got to be here somewhere. Got to be here somewhere. All the pups are going crazy. Mama just went in there, and they're all going crazy. Right? Where's Mama? Where's Mama? Poor girl. Got 8 hungry ones on her. Well, hey everybody, I appreciate y'all. I do a YouTube, or I try and do a YouTube at noon and at 7 Mountain Standard Time. I'll be on this time zone for the next week or two for sure. Or you can catch me on Facebook at 4:20. Right on. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Janet. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Hey, my friends, catch me back here at 7. Catch me at Facebook at 4:20. It's not about me, though. If you'd subscribe to the channel and hit notification, next time Please Come or this, that, and the other, I'll try and remember to go live on YouTube, and you'll be able to join the live then. If you want to see what happened today, Good Cops Attaboy, go over to my Facebook page. 420 Jim, spell it out, FOURTWNTYJIM. Make sure you sign the petition and share it with others today, please. It's not about me, it's about the prisoners, and nobody belongs in jail for weed. Peace, love, and cannabis for all. One team, one dream, united we stand, and if we try, we can all get along. My dogs love you, my pups love you, I love you, and Jesus loves you. Peace. Damn it.